Hello, what is up? We are out here playing Iberia, formed from Spain. Just big. Last episode we did this. We finally bested our nemesis and enforced the big war goals on Great Britain, which is releasing Baroda and the East India Company. And if you take a look, much of Burma will no longer have access to the UK's market. If we take a look at the markets, you'll see all this British market, zero market access. Hyderabad, no access. Nagpur, no access. Orissa, no access. Adwa, all of them, no access. And the reason why we released Baroda as well is so all these little states inside the British Empire, you know, I'm not going to try and pronounce all of them, Jodhpur, Mewar, Indore, all of them, no market access. So our great nemesis of this run will likely be falling. I don't think they have access to dyes anywhere anymore, except for this little stint of Burma, as well as no access to opium. I think we might consider embargoing them, which means they would have to trade with someone we're trading with. But we kind of are getting close to having just about the entire world in our market. So we've accomplished a whole lot. Our goal for this run is just to hit 20 SOL, which we might even hit this episode. So this might be the last episode. Might look to play a little while longer. We could go for the hegemony achievement here, but I'm not sweating getting that achievement necessarily. We got a little bit of construction excess, so we'll probably look to do that before we unpause. And I guess what we'll go for is getting the last company out, or the last ones out of the UK's market, and go for the United States of America. Now, let's take a quick look, and look what industries are profitable, and then we will look to build them kind of in our home territory. So +1, we're just going to sort by this, and we're going to see +2, +2.5. Yeah, power plants are really profitable. So every place that is auto building 1 that is in incorporated states, I think we're just going to add another 10 on top. And then munition plants, not very profitable. These are pretty profitable. The motor industry's popping off. We will add 10 in incorporated states. And then let's take a look here. Chem plants, kind of profitable. We'll look to, it looks like we're already doing a little bit in Bolivar. Iberian Togo, let's go there. I think that you're going to have infrastructure in Togo problems. Wow, Togo has so much infrastructure. The auto queue has just been very fascinating because it's just, it has been handling a lot of the infrastructure problems just automatically. It truly is magical. Now Kenya's got level 16 tooling thing. I guess maybe we want to try and build some tool stuff tall so that the AI stops building it like all around everywhere else. I don't know. It's a little grim. So we're going to 51 that, and 51 it here in Galicia as well. Kind of got a lot of stuff in the queue now. And we should be able, this queue's not even full. Let's take a look. Well, we are going to want to expand those in Mosul. We are starting to run out of resources, so if we had a big boyo to annex, we would do it, but we don't really. So that's unfortunate. Alright. Now why is it not full out? It should be full out, so this must just be, it can't auto-construct enough. This is fine, fair enough. And I don't think we could start a war right now because we do have a native uprising, but after that, we could maybe look to integrate Persia. There's a lot of resources here in Persia. I'm not sure if we have a... Can we annex them? We can annex them. That'll be 20 infamy. We should be... I think we're pretty low after this, so yeah, maybe we'll do that. Getting a lot of import routes. South Africa... East India Company. We are trying to get East India Company in our market. That would be a pretty big game. We are bankrolling them as well as South Africa. Why don't we just take a look through our bankrolls here. We have the Dutch East Indies, who we can get into the, or we can get a trade agreement with. but we can't invite them to the customs union. We can absolve the obligation to make them friendly, I believe, is after amicable. I believe it goes cordial, amicable, etc. So maybe we just absolve here. Now they're friendly. Canada is genial. We have them in the customs union. We are bankrolling them, hoping to protectorate them. New Africa, we have a bankroll with. I believe you're defending the borders, as you do. Ottoman Empire, defending the borders, I assume. And powerful protectors. And they don't have a customs union. And they're cautious, so we'll just keep on keeping on with them. East India, we could almost get a trade agreement. We could just improve relations. We are floating a bit of extra diplo. I think I would rather take it a little bit slower with them and just let the bankroll get us there. Oops, South Africa. I think we skipped some. So the Sikh Empire, we have a customs union. Are we going to protectorate them? If they get off to defending the borders, again, a lot of these guys, it seems that the more regressive or illiberal the society is, I'm not sure exactly what it is, that makes them not, or be more likely to be defending the borders, but it seems that Western countries are much less likely to have defend the borders and much more likely to have other stuff. So you could, in theory, do regime changes to kind of promote this type of thing, where they're much more likely to not be defending the borders. But they are defending the borders against us. We can get alliances with a lot of those boyos pretty easy, though. And it looks like now that a bunch of stuff's getting added into the queue, it looks like, I just see this number going up and up and up, that now it's using all of the construction. And hopefully, yeah, it's starting to drain the investment pool, which is what we want. We want to be draining pretty nice. We don't want to just float this. In theory, my understanding is they should just add more and more and more as much as they can, as long as there is construction available. So as long as you just keep adding construction, it should be good. We're going to take a quick pause here. And I haven't looked that close at this modifier. All investments are multiplied by 0.4x due to the GDP of 1.4 bill. So I'm guessing the higher our GDP gets, the lower that this gets. And so I guess it's going to be, you know, as... But I know stuff is also less efficient, you know, as, what is it? If you seize command economy is less efficient, the larger you get as well. And so, or this is my understanding, but this is a whole nother layer where as the GDP gets larger, our investment is less and less useful. And maybe someday they'll make it so you can, you know, do foreign direct investment, which would be kind of the solution for this. But this is interesting. I didn't realize this modifier was so big. So maybe it's good to be laissez-faire early on now as a metagame thing, and then swap to, like, interventionalism or even co-op ownership. Although the malice of co-op ownership is so huge right now, so I don't think it's worth it. Dutch East Indies wants a defensive pact. I don't think so. North Germans want a trade agreement. That's just fine with me. Dutch East Indies want a trade agreement. Also fine with me. We are trying to get these guys into our market as well. They are friendly, so now we can just straight up invite them to the customs union. And they will join. So the market expands even more, even further. Russia is... Oh, I think we're going to go after Russia, maybe. We're either going to annex Persia or go after Russia or both. After this war here. I think this will be... This is the last vestiges of colonialization. So if we're not decreasing colonization already, let's get more into doing that. Let's increase law enforcement instead. We could actually just get rid of colonial resettlement entirely, go to no colonial affairs maybe. Or maybe we want colonial exploitation for the throughput bonus. I'm not sure exactly. Trade unionists are upset with us though. Or less happy with us, rather. Only +8. This is unfortunate. We would much rather have a, you know, a bigger bonus. We are bolstering them to try and keep them above 18%. If they dip below 18%, we're going to have a hard time. They are vanguardists now, though. I don't think we're going to do the communism track. It seems pretty bad. Although, once we have, like, a majority of the world's market, maybe it's not as bad. Trade unionists are no longer powerful. That's unfortunate. We are trying to prevent that. Revolutionary Chile thing. This is not what we would have wanted. So we're just going to move a couple littler guys over to resolve that as quickly as possible. Hopefully these guys capitulate before, and then we can do something. I'm not sure exactly how that works. We cannot swap onto Parliamentary Republic because we are looking to get the achievement here. And so we don't want to do that. I suppose another big thing is getting Great Qing into our market. I can't remember exactly when we did that. It might have been last episode as well. But they're a big boyo. Which means we can siphon off pops. But we are discriminating now. This is something I kind of wanted to test. We swapped to cultural exclusion. That way we're discriminating, which should allow us to convert pops to our culture, or they should assimilate, and they should only assimilate if, you know, they're discriminated against. And so it looks like, you know, there is a little bit of a come up, but not too much. Spanish pops increased. There's a lot of Spanish pops there. Now, why is there way more Spanish pops here in Kenya? Is it because there are more jobs in Kenya? Because you have this high tooling workshop? Could we incorporate it? It's still 20 years because they don't have... They also have a large population. And we go here, like Spanish is only 5%. And we would need it to become predominant in order to get the faster incorporation. Which is kind of what we were thinking in terms of trying out these two laws together, both being colonial resettlement to maybe encourage people to go there, and then also, what is it, cultural exclusion together to maybe make it so you could get like 5-year incorporations on these colonial states. No thanks on the defensive pact. So, obligation expired, we owed to Dainam. Oh, I think that we used that too. Okay, we can declare another thing. I think we could go after Persia here. This would be accrue 21 infamy. That would kick us over. I don't think I want to get kicked over. Really don't want countries like, like East India to start not liking us. Can we take on your debt? We could take on your debt with an obligation, according to this, which is kind of a funny thing. So maybe look for a smaller Dominion or whatever. Let's go Dominion, Dainam here, I think. So this is a little bit of a smaller war. Or we could go for a big one with Russia and just look to bust them up a little bit. We could open their market as the primary war goal here, which would be fine with me. And then look to release some countries, but largely just look to, you know, bust them up, make them release guys, this sort of stuff. They are kind of one of the last big powers. Could also humiliate as the primary. I guess I like opening market a little bit more. They almost have as many battalions as we do. Do we have a single front with them? We do. Out here. In the middle of nowhere. I think we're gonna go... This guy here. This guy here. Maybe a couple more of these guys. One on each front. And then we're going to look to land with the other one, and we'll leave the 97 and the 58 at home for now. And then we're going to add some war goals here. That we're going to make primary. Probably war reps, but we can look... We also want to liberate countries. So which ones do we think... I wish I could see what all I would be releasing with these. I know Belarus is relatively large, so is Poland. United Baltic provinces is interesting. Georgia and Armenia are small, but I know where they are. Dagestan's also in here. Don't know exactly where Perm is. I think it's like up around here. So maybe it's Belarus and Poland. transfer subject we can maybe do. And we can make transfer subject primary so they can't just back down. And we can look to get them to transfer this. So maybe we could split them in half. It's just 2 provinces later to split them up. It does accrue extra infamy to make primary though. So why don't we make liberate Poland primary here? And let's go for war reparations and make these primary. And then just kind of see who else joins. And if no one else joins, we'll just put in 2 more things. Oh, I'd be more than happy to feed something to the kebab. To get them to join. Like, feed them back some of their stuff. This is fine to me. Our guys are pretty far from the front. Alright. We are approaching being able to sway. Yeah, if we can feed... I'm pretty sure Kebab will want this back. And this way we accrue no infamy and they lose provinces and they lose the trade, and maybe Kebab will... I think that they're like not joining our market because they're cautious, and so they'll be uncautious because we're on the same side of the play. Oh, we can call in an obligation. Is that what we have on these guys as well? Call in. Call in. Can we not offer you some sand back? Offer obligation. You really... we can't offer you... Snop? You don't want that? Well, I'm just gonna do it to get him on the same side of the play as us. And then we're also going to... maybe liberate Finland. And we're not going to make this primary. But now we open up another front, right? We'll sign this little 58er right here. I'm going to reassign one of these guys. Instead of here, he's going to come here. And we can maybe raid the convoys out here. And he'll advance. No, he won't advance. We'll just keep him their defensive boyo. We'll use him to land. And maybe Russia breaks down or backs down here. Not sure. This is the right. Great Britain sides with Russia, naturally. They are fearful though, so there's a decent shout that they back down. But now we could even ask for something from the UK. I'm gonna have this guy stand by instead. Just one guy each front. And then we're gonna assign some of these smaller guys that we're helping in Chile down here. And also right here. And then what do we want off of maybe Great Britain here? War reps and release Scotland, something like this. Or we can't take both. But I do like going after Scotland or Ireland. Ireland might be easier. Let's go after Ireland, I guess. Gonna have to try and land them. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot of boyos, so maybe we want to defend this front. If there's gonna be that many enemies on it, and maybe same here. Obligation from East India, excellent. We could propose a trade agreement. We could absolve the obligation. I think that'll make it so that they're fairly likely to let us take on the debt. Nope, not quite. France sides with Russia. This is getting out of hand. Well, shoot. I guess we're gonna recruit a general. We don't like any of these guys. Maybe we promote one of these guys. Surveyor. What does artillery commander give you? Yeah, I remember it being good, but not extremely good. This guy's not bad. He's gonna instead defend here. I wish we could release Occitania here. I wish we had more maneuvers. This war has suddenly gotten absolutely huge. And we picked an ally who's not the best ally here. And I think that we can't sway anyone because we don't have enough maneuvers. Yep. Okay. So, let's get some more battalions. What number are we at now, total? 660? Yeah, that seems fine. We could turn on the planes. How much would that cost? Or it'll be input goods shortage. I think we'll be... we want them on eventually. Let's just do it so we don't forget. It's going to be uncomfortable. I think that means we're going to want every front to be defending, though. For the most part. So where are you, boy? And where are you? Albania Perm. Albania Perm, what? Is that this one? Okay. We might need more, guys. This is turning into be a little bit of a world war here. Let's make it 75. Now, we're probably going to need more war machines as well. Let's take a look at how that ramps up. Definitely want these publicly traded. Where are the war machine industries? Toledo. We'll put those up front. Do we even have a stronger I gotta scroll up and look at the play. An ace officer. Brainio de Colla. So this guy got a forever modifier, but he's kind of maybe not the best otherwise. I don't know. Oh, because he's actually fighting. He's doing this down here. Well... Oop, forgot we want to build this. Oh, you're subsidized already. Cool. Why is there just a ton of railways here? Let's hit you with the button, Mr. Sir. France ends their rivalry with Great Britain, you don't say. I love how they've done this though. This is like shaping up to be a world war. No, it's us versus 1900 battalions, but we have way better PMs, so we still have a better shot here. And I think we're gonna advance this front to start. Do we have anyone not on the front? No, this guy's here. This guy's fighting over here. We did recruit a bunch. It'll take a while for all these to wind up, but they're also going to be suffering from, you know, the penalties of swapping PMs, which is my bad for not doing it earlier. They're swapping onto planes, so they're going to have minus this for a whole year in total. We still have a little bit till mobilization, but like 50 days. So this is going to be like a seventh of a year. So, you know, it'll tick down a little bit, but we will have a bit of a problem with that. So we're going to start out on defense. Trade agreement broken. North Germans broke off their trade agreement with us. They're belligerent now. No, why are you doing that? Why are you belligerent? They want to conquer states owned by us. Yeah, well, that's probably not going to happen. We have like this too. Here, let's see if we can recruit a general who's a banger. You're not terrible, so let's recruit him and then see who else is behind that. Yep, nobody really good. Okay. Well, we have this guy now. We're going to mobilize him and put him on this front. Got a lot of boys head to this front, specifically. Maybe we have to try and push through this. Yeah, specifically, this is... I think they probably have booty PMs, so we're actually going to advance here. And this is 90 on 90. We could probably advance there as well. We should raid the convoys up here. It's probably going to be a little bit more productive, actually, for all the raiding. Raiding both France and the UK. We have a lot of excess construction capacity now. I think motors were pretty good. So we're going to have 51U, 51U, and then come in here and look and see if we have a railway problem. We do. We're going to solve it. We have a rail problem in here. Nope. Autocube blast solves all the railway problems. Ukraine declares neutrality. Curious to see if they capitulate. We have war reps to liberate Poland and liberate Ireland in here. They're still coming after Zululand here. So we do have to be a little bit careful because the UK might enforce on us here. That'd be tragic. It looks like that's a really fat front, though. Yikes. This is actually looking very uncomfortable in terms of the number of soldiers they have up on us. So we are just pushing on these 3 fronts right now. We're defending here. What do we got here? I wish it was easier to look at what their troops... Russia has most of the troops there. And here, Russia has, again, most of the troops. But we're going to try and push here because it's even numbers. I'm going to try and push here because we want to eliminate that front. Let's see what the bad news is. Oh, I don't think we can defend this. Yikes. This is super bad. We have to rethink everything now. Alright. I think the swapping of the PMs is like kind of really bad. I don't know. I think Asturias is incorporated. Maybe it's not. Trying to mainly build an incorporated territory. Oh, Kebab is also the defender here. That's the real problem. It wasn't us that got the defense, it was Kebab. That actually really sucks for us. Oh, is it just allies there? Did we not put our own unit there? No, we're so small. That's really bad. This guy's fighting a battle. Move the other guy. At least, do we look at least good in this battle? Yeah, we do. We have a ton of defense. Okay. Oh, this battle, how are we looking? Looking like we're gonna get the advance off. We're looking good here. 140 against, yeah, looking good in a lot of these spots. Looks like they're not pushing, so maybe we can push them here. And then we'll move this guy over to help defend up here, because we moved a guy off that, and there's a lot of battalions there. Moved our guy here. This might not help, because I think we're losing ground here no matter what. We're going to have to try and retake it. We should be crushing them in these naval battles, though. Just huge stacks. Strong PMs. Alright, our 60 stack finished up there. And he moved there. That's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted him. We gotta put in more construction here. Hopefully we don't go against the Immortal again. That would be unfortunate. If I knew we would not go against the Immortal, I might promote that guy. Alright, well, what do we want? We'll kind of fill out the resources a little. Let's actually just fill it out here like this. And we enforce here. So we're gonna move them over here. Oh, you are the guy. We're gonna want to start pushing here soon. After we lose this battle, we want to get our land back. Are you against the immortal? Monsieur unkillable? I mean, you conquered this, so maybe not. Time will tell. Yeah, I think we're comfortably defending this. Comfortably pushing too. We get our battle here, and yeah, we have like double their stats. So winning these battles. Do we need the approval? If not, we'll just take the authority, although we don't need the authority either. Almost enough for another consumption tax. World War action. This might be, honestly, the biggest war I've ever had, where it's... There's like 3K battalions, and it's not like lopsided, like I don't have 5K and they have like 100 or whatever. Farmer's market deactivated is a painful one, always. Secession in North India. We could lean towards them. We eventually want to, oh, we can get them into our, oh, we have an obligation. Let's pull them into the customs union, which will be excellent for us. We got the big boyo. So the customs union expands. Now we just have to get the US out of the customs union. Yeah, we have so much defense, they're not pushing through very easily here. We're about to lose this battle. Move him over and have him on offense immediately. I think there's a lot of British here, so maybe we could do a cheeky landing. Actually, if this guy defends over here, right? Maybe we could land with the 80 stack. Yeah. Where did our guy go? Did he die? No way. He died. Oh my god. This is so terrible. We, like, had a guy there. Okay. Yeah, we have so much. Alright, we're gonna recruit the trade unionists, because we want them to get more clout anyways, but we're not gonna assign that guy to something. Brave Explorer. Give us something? Yeah, like this guy. Cool offensive planner. Perfect. Hopefully they get there before the battle. 2, 1. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Oh my god, they're fighting Kebab again. Oh, but we're in there somewhere. Regular troops borrowed. Perfect. So we have this really high defense. We have a lot fewer guys, but we have 3x. What is this? What do they want? No way, dude. AI is out of their mind here. I mean, they're pushing towards the capital, but they're gonna get pushed back. I think we move this guy over here too. Leave this 140 should be enough because they can borrow units from each other. We shouldn't get pushed here. Yeah. Should be able to slowly push the other ones. We're sinking a ton of convoys. Gonna get pushed again here, maybe. I'm not sure. We're certainly gonna kill a lot of guys, though. We've lost 20k, they've lost 100k, yeah, so we probably win this eventually. We do have to keep up with the construction queue, unfortunately. Guess we could kind of encourage specialization of coffee there, sugar there, tea there is already fully expanded. You're making bananas. Not very profitable. We'll switch to maybe tea more oriented. Wow, these places are all kind of filled out a lot from the auto queue. Made a lot more bananas overall than I might have. Some in Cordoba. You don't have an infrastructure problem, we have a convoys problem. What we have is a failure to convoy. We are getting raided. But I think we're doing a lot of raiding in turn, so... Not sure exactly how this one goes. They've been bled out a whole ton though. So they are having, I mean, they are losing, let's see, 4.5 because they've casualtied nearly 40% of their guys, and we are losing 1.5 because we've casualtied about a quarter. But we don't know what the situation is with the UK, how many they've casualtied out. Yeah, it looks like maybe we lose this. I don't know, we have like 30% of our troops left. They have a similar percentage. Yikes. Maybe we could even push here. Kind of not looking to do that though. They also have an enormous amount of troops there. Like all the Russian ones are spread out, so we're pushing. Let's just double check. 100, 100, 100. Do we have any? We have a whole ton in reserve. Alright, let's take a look at some of these guys. Traditionalist, Woodland Command Expert, Traditionalist. We need a 20 stack that's good to promote up. You have a special modifier, War Hero. Plus on Army Offense, we're going to promote you up. Which should help with the... Actually, I think we land with him. Both these guys are fighting. That's a lot of convoys raided. Now, Urbano is the guy we're looking for. France gets enforced on, perfect. So all these guys get moved over. It's quite a lot of guys. I think we're going to promote Urbano again then. Whoa, we are running a deficit in our administration. So let's do that. Gotta finish both these battles, I suppose, even though they capitulated. Now we can't decay Russia below negative, I think. Oh, we can. No, we can't. Can't. Urbano. So let's land Russia first. Once we're out of a battle here. Revolutionary Haitian. Let's do that. Unfortunate. Let's put those in the queue. Revolutionary Haitian. Not very profitable, but we're going to do that. It should make clothing a bit more profitable so that maybe more clothing gets built, because clothing does use the rubber. Really just waiting on these guys to finish. This guy is fighting Ernesto, so Ernesto should be done first. Looks like that's done. And we wanted to land with either Candido or Urbano. Candido or Urbano. Candido or Urbano. Candido or Urbano. And with Candido, should be able to push forward here. Extra 40% army defense is a whole lot. Yeah, this is rough. They have really low morale here, so we might be able to pull this through. Because they've lost quite a bit just wrecking themselves on us. But we are, I'm assuming we are starting to tick down pretty quick here. Yeah, -4, and they're -7, but we don't control the primary war goal. Rev Scandinavia. Send you to deal with that. Holstein abandoned Iberia. An heir is born. Ah, I didn't even know our heir had died. Oh, our ruler died. That's unfortunate. We'll want to get off with this guy. Oh, that's probably what happened with our bureaucracy. Huh. Being occupied is definitely not nice. Damio Pierres. Admiral, are you doing anything right now? We actually liked you. So we'll just do that. Cover it up. I don't think I'm going to go for this white piece. I think if we get a landing on, we should be able to enforce pretty quickly on them. They're -7 at tick. But we are going to have to try and land Great Britain as well here. Once, Dinas Francia. Maybe we land with this guy. North Germans are swayed onto this. That would not be ideal. Onto this. We don't really care. Don't really care if Baroda revs as well. Well, we kind of care, but I think we're bankrolling one. We'll just bankroll the other. Or whoever wins, we'll just keep on keeping on with. Yeah, this battle's gonna be a flop. Well, might not even enforce. We gotta. I think we had to have landed Russia sooner because we're taking them down so much, but they can't tick below 0. We get analytic philosophy method. Oh no, my philosophy degree. What will I do? This is so inefficient. Like, we don't even have that many boats, and that we need 99 shipyards is crazy, because the reason why is because not a single one of these is built tall. And that's an auto queue for you, but I mean, it makes sense. It's just really inefficient. It makes sense that this is how the AI would build, because this is how, like, a human AI or whatever would build. What are we looking for, even? This, yeah. What are you offering? White piece? No, brother. Nope. Let's see if we have insufficient tax capacity anywhere. We do in a few places, so let's solve it for those places. Alejandro. Iberia. Santa Fe. Zulia. Cordoba. Bolivar. And we get our landings, so they are gonna have this huge, massive negative tick. Don't like how this catapulted into 1,000,000 pieces here. I'm gonna try and reclaim control of this front, like closer to... Actually, let's put it back here, because we don't want to lose ground, have something weird happen. They should be getting a really fat negative, though. We get an obligation from the Dutch East Indies. Let's take a look at that. Can we protectorate you? Yeah, we can. Use the obligation. We did it, boyos. I didn't even check the infamy, but I think we're fine. Start damaging relations as we need to. Looks like this is gonna fail. But our landing on Great Britain, at least the Irish Isles, which is the only thing we have a war goal on, is about to go. The Battle of Ciudad Bolivar. Rafael and the Integralist Party are planning a major rally in Bolivar. They expect impassioned resistance from anti-fascist groups, loosely organized under the banner of the trade unionists. I think we want to minimize devastation. Yeah. In Boulevard. Well, it's just in one state. But I'm not sure we want the fascists, so let's do that. I'm pretty sure we don't want the fascists. Cherokee secession. That is a secession. Can't help them out, but that is one. We're re-pushing this. We are ticked negative. This is not going to pull through, but this battle might. And after this finishes, all our guys will get reassigned basically to this one front, and we'll be able to push it really easy. We're getting really close to getting this. I think I'm going to call it a session for today, though. We went to start a little bit of a war with Russia, and then, well, we got the Ottomans on our side, and then France and Great Britain joined the enemy side, and we got ourselves a little big world war, which was interesting. We'll be concluding it next episode, and probably also next episode, getting the achievement for Bourbon for Everyone, because we're at 19.6. I don't have a reason to expect this to plummet, really. So we'll see how things go. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.